Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. I think I'm live. I'm probably live, right? Alright, so same list as usual. I've been thinking about... Where's my matchup paper? I'll find it in a minute. I kind of want ways to beat Amulet more reliably, but that would be swapping out the path, and I don't think I want that, so maybe I'll just... And I'll play this list for a little longer, see if there's anything I really want to change. This is the correct list, yes. Yeah. I think that Hushbringer is really good right now. Let's see how good can we run today. Last league wasn't a hit, sadly. What the hell? Like, I have a little piece of paper. I'll just use a fresh one. I like pointing down my matchups, but I want the player on the draw. This hand's not great. Not great. This hand's not great. I think I'll keep. Like, it's a good amount of damage. Has some reach with Boros Charm. Oh, my opponent mulled to 5. He's either Tron or Dredge. I'm willing to bet. Basic Plains. Of course I draw a land here. I think I just spike him. A gem. Well, okay, I'm really not sure what it is. Is it just Ad Nauseam? So this is probably Ad Nauseam. So no filtering turn 1 probably means he either kept a good 5 or he just kept 5 because he didn't want to mull to 4. I know, maybe it's high time. Like with Amulet being good, maybe it's time to play Destructive Revelry again. Because it's good against Amulet since it hits both Dryad and Amulet. Oh, another land? That's awful. I'm getting in a pickle here because I keep drawing lands. Yeah, but maybe it's time to play some green again. Probably jams Unlife. Well, how did 2 on top? Yeah, this is Unlife for sure. So usual Ad Nauseam games go. You kinda another land? Jesus. I think that's what I need to do here, is hope he doesn't have the combo. I think that's the only way I can win. I just triple bolt here and get him down to 0. That sounds okay. Yeah, but it's okay. So yes, Angel's Grace. That shouldn't matter too much with this City of Brass. Okay, so he has the win here. Ad Nauseam. He did play a land, but he has double Searing Spirit Guide. He has Lightning Storm, so he can actually, yeah, okay. Okay, Ad Nauseam's one of our worst matchups, so. So from the side, Hushbringer is probably good. Vortex is probably good. Smash the Smithereens is probably good. Because I want to take away the like the bad bolts, basically. Anything else I want to play? No. Actually, I think Skullcrack is more useful. Because Skewer will be hard to turn on against. Skewer will be hard to turn on against a Leyline deck. Bringing Smash is always decent, you know, if you can smash their turn to Prism, in a good spot. Hushbringer is cute too, since their faster kills rely on Thassa's Oracle. And, you know, it hits, it's a creature. I think that's valuable. This hand's decent. Double Eidolon's great against them. I expect them to mull to ley. They didn't mull to Leyline. It's actually pretty amazing. I think I can just F6 here. Maybe not. And now we jam Eidolon. And getting Eidolon down is the most important part of this matchup. Okay, that's a Lotus Bloom. Smash is actually decent here. Be great if we find Vortex before this Bloom gets off suspend. That could be a path. That could be a path. Oh no, it's this. Is this just a prism? I'll blow that prism, yeah. Okay, I'll blow that prism instead of playing the second Eidolon, I think. He can win next turn if I let that prism go. So I think it's a reasonable play here. On next turn I have Eidolon. Land and life would be awful here for me. Okay, so if he has to dig under Eidolon, we're in a good spot. And you know, it's reasonable to think, well, I should have played the Eidolon, now this Visions would be very taxing on his life, but another Lotus Bloom. So our best draw here is Vortex. Because if we draw Vortex, well, the spike's not awful. I'll actually do this first. Now play the second Eidolon. attack with this first Eidolon. And he's actually... Okay, I'm gonna do this now, because now he's locked. If he lets this go through... Yeah, he's pretty much locked out of the game like this. If I don't do this now, he can untap Angel's Grace, cast Lotus Bloom, and win. Okay, so Eidolon's one of the most important pieces. I don't think I want anything else here from my side. Okay, now I really don't know how game 3 will go, because since we beat him with Eidolons, he might... This hand's great. This hand's great. He might mull to either removal or leyline. If I see leyline from the other side, I'll assume he kept a leyline hand and play the Eidolon first. Okay, no leyline, so he might have removal. So I'll need to think about how to go about this, because Eidolon's more valuable on the field. I get a second Eidolon, okay. It's pretty cool. If he threatens a quick win here, I think I have to play Hushbringer. Yeah, okay, so I think I need to play Hushbringer here. Because now Oracle doesn't work, and his turn 3 win often relies on Oracle. Okay, plays the Unlife, which is mostly fine. Finding spoils here is mostly fine, because spoils is only really threatening with Oracle. Now he has the mana to actually kill my Hushbringer, like a path, and then Oracle. This is actually a decent hand. Should I commit to the board? I think he would have... Yeah, would have probably played the board wipe if he had it there. So I'll commit like this. And yeah, City of Brass, that's not great. Now I play the second Eidolon. And again, this is all because my opponent didn't find a win. Like the quick win. So it's something that you should take into account when you beat Ad Nauseam. I'm not saying I'm gonna beat him, because he can still win. Like if he paths my Hushbringer here, untaps, plays spoils into Oracle, he still wins. But whenever you do beat Ad Nauseam, like sure you can take some good lines, you know, take some good mulligans too. But it's mostly them not finding their combo. You know, which is where you win most games, when your opponent don't have the nuts. But with this Eidolon, my opponent now has to kill 3 creatures. Oh. He's going for Bontu's Last Reckoning here, I'd say. Just add Nauseam. It's a weird one. Wait, he can actually do it, right? Okay, so yeah, a lightning storm here kills me, right? A lightning storm here kills me. He can lightning storm me, right? Yeah, okay. We ended up finding the necessary spells. Yeah, okay, he won now. Which is fine, you know, this is a pretty bad matchup. The fact that we were close to winning means something. Like, as you saw, I bring in Hushbringer because my opponent plays Leyline, and the more creatures you have, the better. I think you do need to play around Leyline in that matchup, because if he just slams Leyline, then I just lose most of the times. Whereas if I prepare for Leyline, then he still needs to find his combo somewhat quickly. I just think it's better. Obviously not a good matchup. You know, we take those, Okay, we're on the play here. This hand's pretty good. This hand's pretty good. I think I'm gonna save that land. I'm a fan of fetching first. You know, deck thinning isn't the reason to play fetches in your deck, but it is a reason to maybe play them a little earlier. But with Searing Blaze in hand, I don't really. So this should be Sultai. It's quite a bad matchup, not gonna lie. My opponent now needs to shock himself if he wants to kill one of my creatures. Second fatal push. Which does shuffle it away. Okay, I think I have to do this, unfortunately, because I'd have liked to play that Skewer so that I can play this Searing Blaze on the very probable Uro. So it's gonna be another fatal push. I do think I do this now. I don't think I pushed the second one. Does he have this, the third push? Because remember, he shuffled one away. Okay, no push there. Hopefully he goes... Oh yeah, he actually had the push. Okay. That's rather unfortunate. He definitely plays Uro here. So, no Uro. It's actually a problem. Wow, that's such a bad draw. Look at this man with his full art blazes. They're cool, come on. They're pretty cool. Don't you have alternate art stuff on the Magic Online? Okay, my opponent's just not playing, which is somewhat unfortunate. I kind of don't want to break this. If he has to counter this... So he didn't counter that. Which makes me think he has enough counters to beat me through stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna take the free Stone Rain there. He's making me not play a Skullcrack, which I don't have, so it's fine. Okay, now we're in a decent position to go Skullcrack and tap double Skewer. Which is a good position to be in. This only loses to triple counter, but you know, like I think I have to take that loss. He counters this for sure. The remand even? Okay, so I think I definitely go for double Skewer here. It's double force. Needs double force of negation. Okay, he conceded, which is fine. Okay, so this is Sultai Uro. Very important to beat game 1. It's very important to win game 1 because you do, of course you do. You probably have like one of each pimp just to tilt your opponent. Searing Blaze is bad here. What else do I want to cut? Helix is kind of bad. I think I like this. Vortex and Surgical are a non-bow, but it's one of those matchups where you really need both. There they are. I'm actually gonna keep. This hand has a lot of sideboard action. Even if I do have to spend my first turn doing nothing. I'll draw a Goblin guy here. Ooh, a Steel Fire. That's actually pretty good. Let's play that here. Countering a Seal of Fire is probably the most depressing thing for a control opponent. So I kinda like it. Goblin came in a little too late. Okay, so I have a couple of plays that I can do here. I can try to jam Vortex, which is bad. So that's out of the bag. I can try to play Goblin Guide. And Goblin Guide, he can push it. I don't like Goblin Guide here, to be honest. I think I just play Land Go. Yeah. This play has the problem of basically telling my opponent that I am holding on to a. I'm actually gonna try and trick him into not pushing this Goblin Guide, because my opponent was very cautious with the Swiftspear the previous game. He didn't kill the Swiftspear during combat because he was afraid of an Eidolon. So he is pushing. I kind of want to play Vortex, but I can't. I really can't. Do I play this Skullcrack here? No, that's a bad move, right? I'm gonna do something a little unorthodox. I'm gonna could try to Vortex into leaving Skullcrack open, but that's pretty obvious already. So maybe like this can convince my opponent that I'm holding on to some weird answers that he doesn't want to see. I'm assuming he has Reman here or Aether Gust. He goes land Uro with a backup. Oh, no land Uro. Okay, it's actually a decent draw because I can start pushing some damage. And the reason I'm not jamming Vortex here is because I want to jam Vortex after he's tapped out, and not right now. If I play Vortex here, he just counters it. Super weird draw. That's a super weird play from my opponent. So pushing some damage here. Swiftspear's actually a good draw. Let's get a Swiftspear down. Starting forcing some action. Maybe I'm playing too much around Uro. It definitely kills it here. Does he actually trophy it? What is he gusting? I'm fine with that. I'm actually fine with that. Less fine with this. This is fine. Just really need my opponent to Uro. Please just Uro. I know you have a counter spell. I'm actually really tempted to target Aethergust with my Surgical. To try and look for a counter spell. I'm scared that he'll just then Uro and escape it and I won't have the answer in Surgical. I think I'm gonna do it though. I think that the hand information is too valuable here. Okay, if he does have force, he has it. There's an argument that I should have done that a little earlier, maybe. He actually has force here. Oh, he was holding on to Weather the Storm. Okay. I don't agree with this. This spell is so bad right now. Now, it is true that my Vortex doesn't do anything here. And he can potentially play and escape Uro here, which would be annoying. Maybe he's just playing the field angle. You can get back Weather the Storm, which is annoying. If you place Uro here, can then... oh, that's actually really good. It's actually a decent line. Oh my god, no, no! Okay. That was a good fact or fiction pal. I think I lose either way. You know, with the current situation. But what the hell? Try and gain some space here. I think I lose now. Yeah. I think it doesn't matter too much how I sort that. He always chooses the... because I don't think I can pair Uro with anything. And he just chooses the 4 cards and Uro is in hand. Whoever's in the grave. Which is actually better for me like this. Okay, so I'm dead next turn, right? If I know how to math. It's 12. Yeah, I'm just dead. Okay. With one card in hand, I can never win. Alright. So, damn, the opponent's actually playing the... I'm gonna swap Skewer with Helix, because I think that having the instant speed is actually more relevant. Sounds pretty good. No sideboard cards, but it's a pretty explosive start, which I can get behind. Okay, Goblin guy gets in for 2. Goblin guy revealing Uro is like the biggest betrayal a Goblin guy can do. That's a push. Yeah, not playing the land so that he pushes this. Okay, now I kind of want to play Vortex. Here because he has to answer Vortex before. He has to answer Vortex ASAP, but he can also force the Vortex, which would be a terrible tempo swing. I think that's how I win this game. I don't think that slamming Eidolon here is going to be that great. Okay, he's F6'd. Good. Because now Vortex is up before he tries to Uro. So he needs to answer Vortex here. Like this land is actually great. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play the Eidolon. And what I'm trying to bait is an Aether Gust. Okay, so it just has Fatal Push, which is fine. Okay, I'm actually gonna do this now. Should have done it on my turn, but I don't want my mana to go on the stack, basically. I think I'm in a good position now. The way he played this tells me he doesn't have... Either Gust, basically. I think he would have gusted this Eidolon. Like, gust the Eidolon. That was what I was aiming at, you know. He gusted the Eidolon and I played the land to surprise him. Because I think that if he doesn't see the land, he can somewhat safely assume that I don't have it. And this Uro. It is Uro. Assuming he jams that Field of the Dead. It's getting close to escape that Uro. Bolt here is actually amazing, and yeah, I win, right? So 1, 2, 3. This is 11 damage, and on upkeep it's 1 more. Should I risk it? Because you can like growth spiral into some, yeah. This is risky, but I'm not going to risk it. Oh no, he can't because of Eidolon. Okay, he gets locked out of on 1 life. He can't do anything. Okay, so we just win here. He can't even force because of Vortex. Alright. We managed to win that one. Good draw step here. Decent draw step here. Yeah, we're getting some good draws. Yeah. Alright. We managed to beat Sultai Uro. And I like to think that this second win was on the back of Vortex. And you know, arguably game 2 could have been a win if I maybe forced my opponent to have his answers instead of playing around the possibility of them having their answers. No, I think that playing against control changes a little bit when they have such an efficient finisher in Uro. Because not only does Uro just stabilize them, it also kills you pretty fast. Alright, 1-1, and honest to God, sometimes I think about this. Burn pretty much has no good matchups. Like, what are your good matchups? Let me take a look at the meta. Okay, so I'll actually say that Rakdos Death Shadow is probably a good matchup for Burn. Them missing the blue for the counterspell is actually pretty huge. Alright, so this is Taxes. I know who I am playing against. It's gonna be a rough one, game 1. But this end's actually decent. Has removal. Eidolon's not great if they open with Vial, but even then, I don't know, because Eidolon does effectively make their Vial. It makes Vial good. It makes their non-Vial side of the deck, you know, the cards they want to play at sorcerer speed, bad, or a little worse. The whole point of playing Vial is to, well, one of the points is to have some acceleration. I know that the instant speed creature thing is relevant, but the uncounterable too. Vial just has a lot going on for it. I think I basic here because he does play Ghost Quarter. And Charming Prince is an awful hit. Okay, Vial's actually a good drop here. Ooh. I think I steal Eidolon here. Because seeing Thalia is a problem. Now he has to choose between those. No, I'm tapped out to play. He does choose to play the Thalia. Which is a good choice, you know. And I can actually do this. This is actually good. Yeah, I can actually do this. Kill a Thalia. This gets him pretty low. There's only 1 drops to Violin are. Ooh. That could be a problem. I think he needs to play Charming Prince. So I should change. This is Eldrazi taxes. Alright, he's not playing anything. Okay. He should get Charming Prince down here. I am tapped out. He does gain the life. Seal of Fire would be good. Boros Charm is actually pretty good too. No blocks, okay. Just deal some damage. That's a concession, or just a loss. Alright. Well, okay, winning game 1 is actually super important. Winning game 1 is super important. Okay, Hushbringer definitely comes in. Do I like Vortex? Do I like Vortex? They're definitely playing Stoneforge, right? So I think I do need to bring in Smash. That's probably good. I'm wondering if I want Vortex. If I want Vortex. Why would I want Vortex here? Vortex makes me... You know what? Let me see what I want to take out first. I think that the non-creature removal spells definitely go out. It's a little over. Maybe I don't want Vortex. Yeah, I think. Oh, Eidolon's actually not that great. I mean, it was pretty decent this game, but especially on the draw, it's not great. Yeah. Okay. So I'll leave. I'll leave 1 Lava Spike in actually. Or do I leave 1 Boros Charm in? I think well, getting in a lot of 2 CMC cards, I think I do need to put a Lava Spike in. Don't want to mess up the curve too much, you know? And like, one thing that I don't understand is why the deck is called Death and Taxes. Where does the death come from? Sounds not awful. Because it does play a good Lurrus hand. It's a good Lurrus hand. They get to slow down their first 2 turns. It Skullcrack some big life gain, and it's a bit slow. I think I prefer this. I'll ship away Skewer, just because this is a 1-lander. Now it's a 2-lander. I'm fine with that. I think I'd do this first. Well, I should have played the Bloodstained Mire. Because if this is a Thalia, I could just fetch for a tapped shock. Oh no, is this a Thought-Knot Seer? Ooh, that's painful. It's quite painful. That is quite painful. It's such a big beater. But well, I guess he should then take away Path, yeah. Which means I should Bolt Face here. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? think I risk it here. Play the Vortex. Yes, Topknot here is gonna beat me, but this is my only shot now. So I do have a Helix, I do have a Smashed Smithereens in case he does play a big equipment. He might not even be playing, but... Okay, that's a good judgment call, getting in with both. I like this, I actually like this. I think I do need to respect the... I think I do need to respect the life gain from the other side, so I can tap out. And what does he do here? Charming Prince. He scries too, probably. Yep. This card, I think this card's it's a cool design and gets an A+ for its pun value, because it's literally a charm. It gives you 3 options. Choose one. What's coming here? What's double white? Ooh. Yeah, that's gonna that one stings. He gets the Swiftspear, which I don't agree with. Actually don't agree with. Do I have another turn? Yeah, maybe I don't have. Yeah, okay, I don't have another turn here, which is a bit disheartening. Yeah, it's very hard for Burn to be the turn 2 Thought-Knot here. So I guess you gotta concede those, you know. It's pretty funny to see a Taxus player keeping better hands than Eldrazi players. Sounds amazing. Then does suffer from one thing, which is... Well, first of all, if he has Path, that Hushbringer is just going to be super sad, but if he plays Giver of Runes here, I can't Hushbringer. Oh, that's a path. That's a path for sure. Is that not a path? I have to play it still. No path, huh? Okay, so let's see how our opponent does this. Giver is pretty irrelevant here because of my Searing Blaze. Okay, go back to 21. So we're pretty healthy here. Okay, that's a good spell. Do you need to kill it? So I think I still need to be in control here. So I don't want to just go all in. I want Helix up. So I think I have lethal now. Oh no, not really. Okay. I can actually crack this. Huh. I think this is a decent plan. He goes down to 2. I have 2 draws to find 1 spell. I even have landfall to go with it. Yeah, okay, so take notes. Hushbringer, really good against taxes. Like, this game wasn't even a game. Would have drawn Skullcrack off of this. Yeah, okay, so Hushbringer definitely good. But we did lose game 2, but kept a shakier hand, so it's understandable. I think it's understandable. But yeah, Hushbringer did what he had to do, which is make their deck just weaker in general. Oh no, game 2 he played turn 2 Thought-Knot Seer. You can't really beat that. Actually, Hushbringer kinda helps doing it, you know, it stops Thought-Knot from taking a card. But because Thought-Knot doesn't have a death trigger, it has a leave the battlefield trigger. It doesn't stop. Yeah, Hushbringer lines up pretty well with Matter Reshaper and Thought-Knot Seer. It doesn't do the good things. Like, it only does good for you. That's where I want to get at. Reshaper has a death trigger, but Thought-Knot Seer has a leaving the battlefield trigger. Okay, my first 2 turns are pretty obvious. Unless he plays an Arbor Elf or a unless he plays a ramp spell, basically. My turn's pretty obvious. Ooh, that's a problem. Let's see if he has 2. Oh, it's Jund. Okay, I thought it was Prowess. Oh, it's Scapeshift. Huh. Okay, Scapeshift's actually a blast from the past, but definitely not a good matchup. Actually has a second bolt. Alright. That is quite problematic. No creatures for me to get some value from that Searing Blaze. I think I just go at it here. Okay, I would have loved for this Searing Blaze to be damaged, but I need to race. Can't just like hold on to stuff. Try and be cute. Might get some value off of it. No Scapeshift or no, at least no Titan. It's always good. Okay, so here's the deal. Here is the deal. Do I want to crack this now? I think I do want to crack this now. I want to bolt him here. Yeah, probably. It's actually a decent thing to draw here. Well, not really. I think that Swiftspear is better every time. Okay, a third bolt. Okay, so finding a land. If he plays a Steve, if he plays Scapeshift, oh, blue. Alright. You do not cast that. You do not cast that, do you? I'm in a good position if I find a land here. Or a bolt. It's not ideal, but... Yeah, you don't cast, do you? Does he actually cast that? Ooh, is he getting a Steve? Oh, a Dryad. That's actually pretty cute. Pretty darn cute. Can I get a land here? A Goblin guy, so no land, okay. It's pretty close to dead, so I'm not gonna concede. I think I lose. Because now every land is a... If he draws land, he just has a Valakut trigger. If he draws gas, no plays there, huh? So what am I doing here? Is this... Now I attack. I don't think there's a way I can lose this. I mean, there is, but... There is. If he plays any form of life gain in the main deck, I lose. I have to assume he didn't find... What did he found? Where was that draw step? That he couldn't play it. I have to go all in here because he starts finding lands, starts killing my board. Then I'm just screwed. Oh, it was a bolt. Oh, buddy. Oh, kind of feel bad for him. I kind of feel bad for him. If he had cast that before I say attack, he can bolt Eidolon. He stays at 1. I still win off of this Boros Charm, but it's kind of feel bad for him. Okay, so what am I siding in here? I think I definitely want Hushbringer. It hits the bailouts that my opponent definitely has in the side. I also want Roiling Vortex because of Pact and whatnot. What am I cutting? These are the cards I don't like in this matchup. I think I actually like Eidolon, right? Maybe I'm just not siding me in Hushbringer. Yeah, it only really hits Titan. It really hits Titan, so do I want that? And I think I want Path too, actually. Swing out Searing Blaze. Just need more reach, right? Yeah, I think that in this matchup I need... it's a bit counterintuitive to side out Eidolon and bring in Path. You know, you want creatures for Path to be at its best, but... yeah, maybe I do want... well, it's over now, but... this is Scapeshift. Now I'm calling it Scapeshift because it's a Valakut dedicated deck, not because it plays Scapeshift. It might play Scapeshift, it might not play Scapeshift. Do I like this hand? No turn 1 creature, no turn 2 actual threat. I need to move this. I like this one much better. Right, so was that game 1? That was game 1, right? Yeah, winning game 1 is so important with Burn. I think you shift away a land here. Oh, a shock for a suspension. Yep. It's actually good for me. No stave would be cool. It's definitely like an abrade with Steve. Okay, that's fine. That actually is fine. Ooh, this is an interesting land to draw here. Because I do get somewhat healthier. Let's see what I'm drawing my opponent. You kind of have to attack. Ooh. That's actually a great reveal for me. Because he either takes the 2 damage. Actually, yeah, there are no good choices for me here. This comes off suspension. This is 6 life. I think I just have to bite the bullet and take that. It sucks, but this hits Titan pretty hard, which is good. Like, I'm assuming they have Bailoff too. Yeah, I gained 6 here. Now he plays Weather the Storm. Or she has a Bolt, I'll be so sad. Ooh, a Dryad, okay. And that. Ooh, and another one of those. Ooh, and now this kills this. That's definitely a problem. That's most definitely a problem. Yeah, oh. This one's gonna hurt. This one's gonna hurt. I need to draw Skullcrack. Almost. Almost. I don't think I can compete with this. Sure has Heck will try. There's no real reason to not play this out. This Weather the Storm's gonna be pretty huge. What's coming here? Okay, I guess. Actually. It's very cool, but you know, there's a chance if he doesn't actually kill me, then there's no chance. There's no chance. He has Weather the Storm. Yeah, okay, I'm dead. I am absolutely dead. Alright, same plan. I do like Searing Blaze though. Well, not so much. I think same plan. Just Dryad's such a pain to deal with. And my opponent has a lot. I want Hushbringer because he did show me Thragtusk. And no, it's something that my opponent has to take care of. It's an additional way to stop him from gaining some life. Maybe I do an Eidolon here though. Submit this. What am I taking out here? Kinda like everything. Maybe Seal is a bit weaker. Actually. Okay. Left some Seal in. No land, sadly, because that hand was really good. This hand's not great. God damn it. This hand's really not great. This hand is really not great. I think I have to keep it though. Which is sad. I'm almost to 5. That just means he's gonna have Bolt for this Eidolon. Yeah, Dryad actually made this deck stronger. Not sure why this deck disappeared from the meta. I guess just people don't like to play it. It's pretty much considered the easiest deck to play, so as far as I know. Damn. Okay, that's actually good. That's actually super good. So he does have Lightning Bolt. It lets me untap. I think I definitely save Eidolon here. So Eidolon still deals 2 damage because he attacks. Eidolon definitely gets the 4 damage back from Boros Charm, and he might get more. Ooh, no removal is what I'm assuming. This has to be no removal, right? Yeah, okay. Now Skullcrack is a real threat. Can he not play Dryad here? Opponent, can you please not play Dryad here? That would make me happy. Seriously, the fact that Dryad has 4 toughness is just so dumb. Does he have Weather the Storm on top of this? I think I need to risk it. If he does play Weather the Storm, no Weather the Storm. Cool, cool, cool. Pretty good. And let's play this. So, it's not great, but my opponent's holding a Thragtusk, it suddenly gets a lot better. He's holding a Weather the Storm. This is just a Dryad. Ooh, Anger of the Gods. That is a problem. So I think I need to crack this here. He does have Weather Storm. I kind of lose either way. Actually pretty good. Why am I attacking here? I don't want to play both. I want to have Skullcrack up at all times. This does give them a scry. I think I prefer throwing this first. Okay, from his speed, I don't think he has anything. What can he do here? What can he do here that's actually annoying? A Thragtusk, of course. Oh, Valeth. Okay. Okay, Bolt and I win. Ooh. That's not enough. That's not enough. Okay, am I attacking? He gets down to 1. He loses 1 mana. That's not too relevant. I think if he had anything good, he would have played Banner. Oh, no! It's actually so relevant. It's not even funny. Do I kill the Baloth? I have to kill the Baloth here, which is depressing to say the least. Yeah, sure. Sure, he gains 6, but it's not too worrying, you know? He's on the ropes now, right? Just looking for a top deck that does it. The deck does play a couple of lands. Oh, that's actually great. Set out all my Searing Blaze, right? Yeah. Alright. Vortex is down. Which is actually quite relevant. So the damage from Vortex starts creeping up. I do lose to a Scapeshift. There's really nothing I can do about that. Ah yes, the natural Valakut is troublesome. I can basically never ever leave. Oh, that's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good. I think I win here. Yep, wow, okay. Damn, that's actually a pretty good draw. If I draw a Bolt there, what do? I think I play Lurrus. Well, I can't really play Lurrus. I draw this, I play it, say go. Then next turn I Lurrus into I think I actually Swiftspear, because at this stage of the game I don't want to help him find gas. I attack and down to... yeah, then Vortex. Vortex just kind of pulls through there. Alright, match 5. Not sure if I love Anger of the Gods there from my opponent. Kind of doesn't hit a lot of things. Like, that deck is bound to have a good Texas mat. Well, no, they play Ghost Quarter. So I guess that's reasonable. That's pretty reasonable. Okay, good hand, we keep. Seriously, still surprised how Omnat still hasn't taken over the format. That deck is just disgusting in terms of power. Okay. Oh, fuck! Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's 2 damage down the drain. That's 2 damage down the drain. Well, I guess Tron, where those 2 damage are super important. Oh, F me. F me. Oh, okay. What? Why would you cast Dismember on Goblin Guide? What the hell? I'm so confused right now. So confused right now. This is not a Lurrus game, so I get to fetch for a basic. No Chalice, or else I would have eaten it by now. Do you have a Thought-Knot Seer here? Okay, opponent. Okay, I'm just speechless. I'm just speechless. How does an Eldrazi Tron play 0 relevant cards by turn 3? But whatever. Whatever. The deck already isn't good, the current meta. But if you're playing suboptimally, and playing Tron suboptimally is just refusing to... I actually hate siding against him. What do I side? Do I like Hushbringer? I probably do. 2 mana does stuff. You know? Like cards at 2 mana that do stuff. Keeping 1 Eidolon in, just because. It's a 2 mana spell, you know. This ends good. This ends very good. This ends very good because my opponent's gonna mold to Chalice. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play Swiftspear on 1, I'm gonna smash the Chalice on 2. It all depends on his turn 3. If his turn 3 is decent, then I might lose. That's irrelevant. Now if he doesn't play Chalice, no Chalice, okay. So I better have a good turn. Oh, that's actually pretty decent. That's actually pretty decent. What's this? Okay, he naturally cracks it. We should find a missing Tron piece at 8 mana. What does it do at 8 mana? Can do a lot of things. This is not one of them. Okay, that's actually fine. That is genuinely fine. It's also pretty okay. No, ideally he plays an artifact here. Ideally he plays an artifact here. Chalice on 2 is gonna be annoying. It's annoying too. Can you please like play a map? No, actually not a map. You have mana to crack the map. Just anything. Amaze Mind Tome. Can you please play Amaze Mind Tome? Yes, that works. That most definitely works. Just need 1 point of damage. 1 point of damage off of this top deck. I'm gonna crack this just because I can. Break this. Come on. Skewer anything. It's gonna be a land, isn't it? Oh, I was right about Skewer. Alright. Got the 4-1. Yeah. Even against the Scapeshift deck with tons of burn hate we got through. Yeah, I'm actually really liking the current list. Yeah. Looks like it's actually decent again. Like, we fought through Uro, we fought through Taxes, we fought through Scapeshift, we smashed Tron because they weren't a good player, you know, like they kept hands so slow. It wasn't even funny. But I'm honestly thinking if I want Path in this side, this Path just feels bad when you're playing against a lot of big mana, because you kill one threat, but you ramp them into their other threats. I don't know. Like it sounds like a sin talking about taking Path away, because Path is like the one sacred reason, like one of the sacred reasons why you play the white. But I don't know. I'm really liking Surgical as my graveyard hate. I think it's the fastest and most non-telegraphed way of hating graveyard cards. Smash. I might actually trade Smash for the green splash, not sure yet. Never really did need the... I don't know. Not sure yet. Because I'm down on islets, so I'm up in fetches here. So maybe like taking one of each of these out for a fetch and a green source might not be too different. I'm not sure. I'm really liking Vortex. The games where it came in was actually super relevant. Against Uro, I think it saved game 3. And against Scapeshift, it actually made game 3 like winnable, because that Vortex was just there, and it makes it so if we are both drawing blanks, I still win. If he draws Stabilization in life gain, it doesn't matter. And if I draw damage, then I'm getting further in the race to win. I really liked it there. And yeah, Hushbringer, I think Hushbringer is really good now, just because the matchups where you want it are so bad that it's okay to take away 3 Sideboard slots to beat them. Humans, I talked about this yesterday on the Discord. What were my mentions? Taxes and humans. Amulet, it's actually really good against Amulet. Oops all spells, it makes that their Narc amoebas actually don't get the swords, which is super relevant. And even in the red mirrors, it has some value, because it has the lifelink, meaning that they kind of need to kill it somewhat fast. It blocks birds, which is relevant. It stops the Stormwing ETB, the Spyro ETB, the Bedlam Reveler ETB. Against the pure burn mirror, I wouldn't bring it in, but against prowess, it actually sounds okay. And what else? Yeah, I really like the list right now. Anyways, thank you for watching and see you next time.